All right, today we're going to talk about an organization you might not hear about every single day. But trust me, it's one that is quietly becoming a huge strategic player in Asia. We're talking about BIMSTEC. So let me ask you a question right off the bat. What do you think connects nearly a quarter of the entire world's population and an economy worth a staggering $3.6 trillion? The answer? Well, it might surprise you. Yep, it's BIMSTEC, the Bay of Bengal Initiative. And in this explainer, we are going to break down exactly what it is, why it matters so much, and how it's really becoming this critical platform for regional power and influence.
Okay, so first things first, let's get a handle on who we're even talking about. Who's in the club? How did this whole thing even get started?
You know, what's so interesting here is how it just grew organically. It kicked off back in 1997 as this small, tight group of 4 countries. It was just called BISTEC then. But by the end of that very same year, Myanmar was on board. And then, a few years later, in 2004, it expanded again to bring in Nepal and Bhutan. And that's when it got the name we know today, BIMSTEC.
And here they are, the full lineup, the 7 member states. And what you'll notice is you've got 5 countries from South Asia and 2 from Southeast Asia, all sort of hugging the Bay of Bengal. And that unique geographical mix, well, that's the key to its entire purpose.
So, why these specific countries? I mean, what's the big idea behind bringing them together? This goes right to the core of what BIMSTEC is all about. This right here, this is the big idea. See, BIMSTEC isn't just another regional club. It was designed from the ground up to be a physical and economic bridge that connects 2 of the most dynamic regions on the planet. It's all about creating this seamless zone for cooperation and trade, basically linking India's whole Act East ambition with Thailand's Look West policy. It's brilliant, really. And their goals are seriously ambitious. As you can see, it's not just about trade, not by a long shot. The group wants to kickstart economic growth, work together on everything from tech to public health, and this is the big one, build the actual physical infrastructure, you know, the roads, the ports, the energy grids, to literally tie everyone together. Oh, and they're also cooperating on major security issues.
Now, here's the thing. You can't really understand BIMSTEC's rise to prominence without focusing on one country in particular, and that's India. For New Delhi, this organization, well, it isn't just important, it's absolutely essential.
And this slide right here perfectly illustrates why. See, for decades, India's main regional group was SARC, but progress there has been completely stuck, just totally stalled by political gridlock, mostly between India and Pakistan. But BIMSTEC, on the other hand, well, it offers a completely different path. It's a forum for regional cooperation without that roadblock, which means things can actually, get done. So the bottom line is that for India, BIMSTEC just ticks all the right boxes. It's the perfect vehicle for its Act East policy to really connect with Southeast Asia. It's the platform for building all those critical connectivity projects. It helps secure the strategically vital Bay of Bengal, which is huge. And it creates a united front on security issues like counterterrorism. It's a win-win-win. And look, this isn't just talk. India is putting its money and its effort where its mouth is. I mean, from being a founding member from day one, to building massive infrastructure projects like that trilateral highway, to driving trade deals and leading security drills, India is actively trying to power BIMSTEC's success. But of course, having a great vision is one thing. Actually making it a reality, well, that's something else entirely. So let's take an honest look at the state of play, the progress, and the problems. This slide really captures the tension perfectly. On the one hand, you've got real, tangible progress. A formal charter is now in place, which gives the group a solid legal foundation, and key agreements on trade and transport are moving along. But, on the other hand, some major challenges are still there. Projects are often painfully slow, the whole institutional framework is still a bit weak, and political issues between members can definitely get in the way.
And if you want one single number that sums up the biggest challenge of all, this is it. Less than 6%. That's how much trade BIMSTEC members actually do with each other. For a group that's all about economic integration, that number is just incredibly low. It really highlights the massive gap between the potential and the current reality.
So this is really the bottom line, isn't it? With its new charter, BIMSTEC has kind of graduated. It's gone from being just an informal forum to a proper international organization. The blueprint is there, but now comes the really hard part, executing all those plans, getting that trade number way up, and truly integrating these economies. You know, this quote from our source material just wraps it all up perfectly. BIMSTEC is the key platform for India to boost trade, connectivity, and security. It's the bridge linking South Asia with Southeast Asia, and it's a dynamic replacement for the stagnation of SAARC. It just nails it. And that really leaves us with a big question for the future, doesn't it? In a world where global supply chains are shifting and countries are desperately looking for new economic partners, the Bay of Bengal region is just perfectly positioned. The question is, can BIMSTEC finally seize this moment and become the powerful economic engine it was always designed to be? The answer to that is going to shape the future of Asia.